The action bar is the area towards the top of the app with the app title in it, or at least the activity title in it. And then, as we've seen, it usually has these three dots for a settings menu that we've ignored so far. So in our Notes app that we're going to be making in a couple of lectures' time, what I want is to have a simple plus button here, which will allow the user to create a new note. So we actually edit the menu bar in menu_main.xml. So it's XML just like the manifest and indeed the main layout file. And most importantly here is this part. So this is the bit that adds this menu button here. So it's an item and it's got an ID, it's got a title, it's got an order in category, and then we've got this show as action, and we've got a few options here. If I can get them to auto predict, probably not. We've got if room, collapsed action view means that it's collapsible and removable, and then we've got always and with text. So I'm going to set this as always, and then I'm going to change the ID to add because I want this to be an add button. I'm going to change the title to just a plus, so that means a plus will display. And I'm going to get rid of order in category because we don't need that if we've only got one item. Then the question comes along, well, how do you actually make this button interactive? Well, you can see we've now actually got an error in main_activity.java, and that's down here. So we've seen this method before on options item selected. So it basically means an item has been tapped in the action bar. And then this gets the ID of the item that was tapped. And this then checks for RID action settings, which was the old action bar settings ID, but that no longer exists because we changed it to add. So this just checks to see if the ID of the button that was tapped was add, and then we can do something with it. For now, let's just log action button tapped, and the button that was tapped was add. Simple as that. So let's take a quick look. We should now find that we've got a plus button. There it is on the side, and then when we tap that with any luck, there it is. Button tapped, add. So we already know how to create a back button here. Now we know how to add various icons as well. You could of course just use normal text there if you want as well, such as new, and that would do the same job. There we go. Okay, so one more Android feature that we haven't covered yet that we're going to need in our Notes app is a dialog box. So essentially a little pop-up that asks a question to confirm whether the user wants to do something. And we'll see how to add those in the next lecture.